Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the official awards presentation for the World Online Piping and Drumming Championships for summer 2021. My name is Yori Chisholm. I'm the founder of bagpipelessons.com and also the co-founder of the World Online Piping and Drumming Championships. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching live or on the replay, please say hi in the comments and let us know where you're from, where you're tuning in from, whether you're a piper or drummer, if you competed in our summer competition, or if you're just tuning in to watch and see some of the winners. Thanks. I started the world's first online piping competition back in 2011 to give pipers and now drummers a chance to compete and the opportunity to perform and be part of something from home. This is now our 11th competition and the 5th one in the last 2 years, and we received nearly 1,000 entries for this summer's event, which takes us to over 9,000 total entries for our competitions from 24 countries around the world. So thank you. Competition is a really big part of piping and drumming and pipe bands, going to our local competitions, going to the Highland Games. We look forward to these events. We set goals, we register, and we practice, and it really gives us the inspiration to be the best we can be. It's also how we come together as a community, seeing our friends in other bands and our fellow competitors. It's really a big part of where we connect with our community, and we get to be around people that are like us, who are, similarly passionate and with our music. So it's been really challenging over the last 2 years with everything being canceled. And here I am. There's been some improvements in the status of the pandemic, but then things have also been going the other direction. So I know that, our competitors come from around the world, and we're all experiencing some of the same things, but experiencing some of it differently with the timing and the magnitude. So congratulations to everybody who's participated and, to put together your videos. I know that it's really hard. Recently, we heard from some of our competitors and teachers who are saying that there's some new lockdowns in different parts of the world. So thank you for pushing through and dealing with the adversity. That's one of my hopes with the online competition, is that this is something that we could all be part of together around the world, being part of something and, providing mutual inspiration and support, even when things are challenging, and they certainly have been. Last year, when the pandemic started, I felt a real sense of importance to bring back my online competitions. So we did 3 last year, and I certainly thought by this point in summer of 2021 that the pandemic would be ancient history. It hasn't turned out that way. So we did a competition this last spring, and this is our summer competition, and we'll be doing another competition in the fall or early winter. So I think even though we all can't wait to get back to the Highland Games and see our friends in person, and there's no substitute for the in-person Highland Games in terms of the atmosphere and the excitement and the camaraderie in the community, even when that all comes back, I think that online competitions are here to stay. I think there's just so many benefits to it. And we certainly hear that from our participants and from the parents of some of our youngsters, that they really love this online format. How else could you compete against pipers truly from around the world, except for in this online format? So I want to say thank you to our competitors. Now, many of you have been with us since the beginning, or at least since last year, and you've competed every single time. And I just want to say thank you. You truly are an inspiration, what you've been able to do. And I've been watching your progress over these months, and it's been really, really great to see how even in this unusual and difficult times, you've been committed and you've really worked hard. And I think that was my goal when this whole pandemic started, was to see, what could I do when it's all over, and it's not over yet. But that was my goal, is, looking back, I wanted to see that I do the best that I could. And many of you are doing that, and you're showing it in all parts of your life, but certainly I can see it in your videos. I also just want to acknowledge that you deserve to give yourself a lot of encouragement and satisfaction simply for taking part. And here's what I mean. I've been competing for many, many years. Started as a kid competing in my local piping competition, then local Highland Games, and eventually competing in Scotland at some of the top events and the gold medal at the World Pipe Band Championships and all that. So I know a little bit about what it's like to be a competitor. And not everybody can get first place, and not everybody can even get a prize list. And I want you to just take a moment here before we get into the results and just give yourself a congratulations for taking part. Because what you're doing when you sign up for a competition, you're setting yourself a goal. And if you do it right, you prepare and you practice and you work hard and you try to find a way to improve yourself and expand your skills and then put it all together for that performance. And that's really hard to do. You know, in fact, one way to think about it is it's actually impossible to do what you're trying to do. And what I mean is that you're always striving to be better than you are. And I think if you're doing it properly, that's what you're doing. You're striving to expand your skills and learn tunes and learn harder tunes and play them better. So sometimes you have a performance and you think you just absolutely nailed it. But I think more often than not, the experience is you're striving and you're doing the best you can, but it's really hard to reach that level. And I think that's, if you're doing it right, you're always going to be striving for just beyond what you can achieve. So in that way, I would say congratulations for taking a chance, signing up, setting a goal, working hard. And what's different about music and other types of performance from other things that we do in life is that it's very public. And for all of you to make your videos and to put them online for the whole world to see, I think that takes a lot of courage. And in my mind, if you participated, then it is a success. Now, of course, we all want to get a prize and we would love to win, but I truly believe that is secondary to the experience that you get from challenging yourself. And there's no better way, or this is certainly a fantastic way to challenge yourself to set a specific goal and to strive to be your best, and then to get feedback and find out, how you can be better. So that's, I think, been my point of view in competing. And that's certainly what I recommend to my students, is it's a great way to challenge yourself and to find ways to be better. So congratulations for that. You all worked hard and the videos are fantastic. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to thank our judges. Our judges are fantastic pipers, drummers, pipe band leaders, gold medalists, world champions. And it's really important to me that we have excellent judges who are world renowned in their art form, but also have a passion for teaching and sharing what they know. And all of our judges fit that criteria. It's really important to me that this competition has an educational component. It fulfills part of my vision when I started bagpipelessons.com in 1999, was to have a place for people to get great information about learning to play the pipes. Now, the website has expanded and this competition fits in as part of my vision of making piping and now drumming information more accessible to everybody. So thank you to our judges for being part of that and writing fantastic sheets. Every one of our competitors gets a sheet of comments from one of our judges, and our competitors tell us that's the number one reason why they enter the competition, is to get that feedback from these judges. If you want to learn more from our judges, join us tomorrow. So exactly 24 hours from right now, starting at 1:00 p.m. Seattle time, which is Pacific time, tomorrow, Thursday, August 19th, we will be running our World Champion Judges Masterclass Q&A session. So what that is, that's a Zoom call. It's open to everybody, competitors, but anybody else who's a piper or drummer or just wants to sit in and meet with some of our judges. That will be tomorrow. So the way you get signed up for that is go to the competition webpage, which is bagpipelessons.com youtube.com/competition, and you will see a sign up for our World Champion Judges Masterclass Q&A session. So put your name and put your email in there, and we will email you the Zoom link. We're not posting this Zoom link on Facebook or anywhere public. You have to sign up to get it emailed to you, and we will email that out immediately. And then tomorrow we'll get on a Zoom call. And unlike what I'm doing right now, which is just me broadcasting to the internet, it's actually be a Zoom call where everybody can join in and you can ask questions and have a fantastic conversation. So many of our judges are fantastic teachers and communicators, and they're so passionate about what they do. This is an opportunity for them to share in a live sort of seminar. In addition, I'm always looking for ways to enhance the experience of this online competition. This was the very first piping and drumming competition on the internet online, and we've had some other firsts. We now have added a new feature, and it's called the Judges Video Commentary. So we offered this to our judges, the opportunity for them to speak directly to the competitors in a pre-recorded video format. And several of them have been very generous in providing these videos. We will be putting them up on the website and our social media. But this is an opportunity for our judges to just speak directly to the competitors about piping and drumming in general, about competing, both in person and online, tips for improvement, messages of inspiration and motivation, things to watch out for, things to avoid. So just an opportunity for these extremely passionate and experienced judges to share a little bit of what they know. And not all of our judges are able to do this, but many of them have generously given their time for this. So look for that. I think it's a fantastic, some of these videos are coming in and they're just really, really great. So thank you to all of our judges. You can check out the list of judges on the competition, and we update that on the competition webpage. We update that webpage every time we do a competition. You can see some of the fantastic players that are there. So next, I want to thank our sponsors. And first, I want to thank the excellent and generous RG Hardy and Company. Now, RG Hardy has been with us since last summer, and they have been a tremendous supporter of the online competition, and they make fantastic instruments. Alistair Dunn, who's their managing director, pipe sergeant, former pipe sergeant of Field Marshal Montgomery, double gold medalist. He knows what he's doing when it comes to bagpipes, and they have just released a new bagpipe that I want to show to you. There we go. So the Celtic Heritage bagpipes, and these are very cool looking. And there you go. So from RG Hardy and Company, these are the new Peter Henderson pipes, and you can see they have a very different look to them. They have this laser etched Celtic knot design, which is beautiful. So you can check them out at rghardybagpipes.com, and they've got a really cool video that I want to show you. So here we go. So there they are. There's a nice little close-up there of the pipes. And I like this part of the video. Here, this is the drone sound. Excellent. There you go. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is our other headline sponsor, which is part of what I'm doing at bagpipelessons.com, and that's my new Inner Circle membership. Now, many of you are members of bagpipelessons.com. I used to call it the bagpipelessons.com studio, and now I've expanded that. It's called the Inner Circle membership, and what you get are live classes every week with me and our members, and with some world champion guest instructors. And we have a private Facebook group, and we have a lesson library, which has hundreds and hundreds of lessons on every possible bagpipe topic. So the lesson library is called the Studio. And when you sign up, you get access to the Studio, and we have literally hundreds of lessons. All of our live sessions are recorded. So if you can't join live, you can join in here. We have the only workout exercise video series made specifically for pipers by John Verd, who a physical trainer and piper. I have my What Makes This Tune Great series, which is talking about some of the great tunes in the piping repertoire, and all kinds of other stuff, crossing noises, dot cuts. We have our guests, all kinds of stuff. We have members only sessions where you get to help choose the topics. So these are all on the Studio website, which is the lesson library of hundreds and hundreds of lessons. And then you get access to our private Facebook group called the Inner Circle. And if you're on Facebook, this is where you can join in the conversation, liking and commenting and asking stuff. If you're not on Facebook, that's okay too. You still get access to all the live classes and all the content. You don't get some of the commenting and stuff that happens on Facebook, but you get everything else. Great. So that's the bagpipelessons.com Inner Circle membership. To join, please go to bagpipelessons.com/membership, and would love to have you join. You can check it out. You can sign up for a year. You can sign up on a month-to-month basis and see if it's something that that you're interested in doing. We would love to have you. Okay, are we ready for the results now? Okay, here we go. So this is what you've been waiting for. So now, at the end of this presentation, the website will go live. So I'll give you the web address for the results at the end of this presentation. But what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to go through some of our results. Okay, so there it is. Here are the results. Now, we are the only competition in the world, the first and the only, to publish an entire record of the competition. So we have the prize lists for every event, 1st through 6th. We also have the overall winners, special video awards, and a complete list of all events. This is every single bit of information about this competition, every video with the player's name, the event, the tunes they played, the video link, and the judges' comments for every video, not just for the winners, but for everybody. And that's a really important part of my mission as an educator who's passionate about spreading the information and love of piping around the world, that we have this out there. So thank you to our competitors and judges for that. Okay, so if you go to the individual events, what you'll see is we have, this is what it looks like. So you go through solo piping, side drumming, tenor drumming, bass drumming, and bands. And every one of these prize lists here has, the top 6, but then it also has the tune name. And if you click right on the tune name, that takes you to the video. We also have these new little, I guess they're emojis. They're the little flags that show that the country of where people are for. So this is probably where you're going to want to go first to find the winners of your individual events. This would be like the prize list that is presented at the Highland Games when they put it up on the board. Next, I want to look at the overall winners. So let's go down to the aggregates here. So these would be like the overall winners in each category. And I'll just read off some of the first place winners. So overall category winners in the open professional piping, we have Dr. Brendan Eade from New Zealand, very close, just beating out by 1 point. Second place, John Dew from Scotland. Third place, we have Ian K. McDonald from Canada. Ian's been all over the world virtually winning online competitions all year. Bobby Durning was fourth place. Scott Armstrong, Joshua Hogg, Jack Williamson, David Stolpner, and Alistair Murray. In grade 1 piping, I'll just go through the first place winners now. Joseph Biggs, grade 2 piping, Campbell Wilson, grade 3 piping, Ray Kai, grade 4 piping, first place overall, Emily Pence, grade 5 piping, Addie Moss Chef, beginner piping, Rita Haddad. Now we will go to the side drumming, open and professional. These are the overall winners now. First place, Alex Coldell. Second place, Harvey Dawson. Third place, Adam McCollum. Fourth, Colin Humphrey. And fifth, William Laird. Now I'll do the first place overall winners for the other grades. Grade 1 side, first, Holly Chalmers. Grade 2 side, Holly Chalmers. She played up and did very well. Grade 3 side, Carter Green. Grade 4 side, Christopher Murray. Grade 5 side, Michelle Haysom from Australia. And beginner, also from Australia, first place, William McLeod. Now in our tenor drumming, grade 1 tenor, first place overall, Andrea Jackson. Grade 2 tenor, Catherine Gekas. Grade 3 tenor, Janet Bowmeister. Grade 4 tenor, Helen Flood. Grade 5 tenor drumming, Violet Haysom. In our solo bass drumming category, advanced bass, first place, David Zimmerman. Intermediate bass, Janine Hall. Novice bass, Nick Haysom. We had 2 band events, and the overall combined for the 2 band events, first place overall, Kern County Pipe Band. Second place, Alaska Celtic Pipes and Drums. Third place, Kevin R. Blandford Memorial. Fourth, Haysom Family Band. And fifth, South Park and District. So I'll go over the individual band results, but these are the overalls. So congratulations to everybody. Now let's go and look at some of these other awards. So overall champion, what this means is of all the competitors in every category, who had the most overall points. And first place this year was Joseph Biggs. And this was pretty remarkable because Joseph got 5 firsts. And that has never happened before. So Joseph, you did extremely well in grade 1 piping, and he also won the Alistair Gillis Memorial 2-4 competition for the 21 and over. So Joseph, I don't know how you've been doing at other competitions, but I think you might be ready to move up to professional, my friend. So great job. In the Alistair Gillis category, so this is a special event. It's our only age group event. And it's a 2-4 march, just a single 2-4 march. And it is to honor the memory of one of my mentors and heroes, Pipe Major Alistair Gillis. And he was one of the best 2-4 march players who ever lived. So it seemed like an appropriate way to remember him. So for age 12 and younger, Abby Long, age 13 to 14. Now these are first place winners. Craig Mitchell from Scotland. Age 15 to 17, Ayla Naim McElhaney. For the 18 to 20-year-olds, Nicholas Mathis from Alaska. And then, as I mentioned, for the 21 and older, Joseph Biggs. So we go through and we listen to all of these first place winners, and we rank them, and we have to pick one winner to win our Pipe Major Alistair Gillis Memorial 2-4 March Scholarship, which is $250. And this year it went to Craig Mitchell. Let's watch Craig's video here.
My name is Craig Mitchell. My 2-4 March is Mrs. McDonald of Dunach.
Fantastic. Great job, Craig. Really, really nice performance there, I thought. So congratulations on winning that scholarship. Now moving on to some other category-based events. So we have all this information on our competitors, and we can calculate points, total points for different categories, including for country. So here we are, USA coming in at first, Australia, Canada, Scotland, New Zealand, South Africa, rounding out the top 6. So really great to see, points being scored, meaning placings from pipers from 15 different countries here. Now, we also ask players if they have an association that they're part of. Now, we've worked with a lot of piping associations over the last year and a half in advising and sharing some of my experience running these online competitions. I've been very, very happy to do so. And it's been wonderful to see other associations out there. And we really rely on our local piping associations to run our local Highland Games, other competitions, and to keep us informed of what's going on. So I'll just read out the top 6 associations here. Pipe Bands Australia, the PPBSO, second place from Ontario, the RSPBA, the Royal Scottish Pipe Band Association from Scotland, the Eastern US Pipe Band Association in 4th, the Western US Pipe Band Association in 5th, and then the Midwest Pipe Band Association in 6th place. So congratulations to those associations. Now, here is an exciting one, which is team. So now we're talking overall points scored by individuals, but if you're a member of a team or a band, you can represent your team and your band. And this was very exciting. I want to just recognize the top 2. The top first place team is the City of Melbourne Highland Pipe Band. They had 100 videos submitted from their members, and that is just phenomenal. So congratulations to their organization for encouraging their members, and some really, really fantastic players and videos coming in from the City of Melbourne. So congratulations. Second place, Team Dojo. Again, fantastic representation, 125 videos from Team Dojo from all different grade levels. So congratulations. Those 2 were way ahead, and then some fantastic other bands and teams being represented as well. So congratulations to everybody. This is a really fun event and a way to represent your team or your band, even though you're not competing as a band, you're competing as individuals. So congratulations to all of you. Okay, excellent. Next thing I want to look at are our special awards. So these are awards that are not presented for your piping and drumming or musical skill. These are other fun awards that we want to recognize some of our participants. So we have Best Video Background, Best Video of Service Member in Uniform, Best Dress and Deportment, and then Best Video of School Piper or Drummer in Band Uniform. So for the service member, we've had some fantastic videos over the years. And here we have a video from Jody Warren of the USA. We have some great youngsters playing in their school uniforms. And then I love seeing all the amazing backgrounds from our competitors, and you get to see some of the incredible places in the world where people come from. Beautiful natural scenery, lots of greenery here, water, fantastic stuff. And in some of our previous contests at different times of the year, we get some more interesting indoor scenarios, but this one we got some fantastic outdoor videos. Best Dress and Deportment. This is a traditional type award that is sometimes given out in in-person competitions, and it's a way to recognize someone's deportment, how they carry themselves on stage, how they dress. So looking sharp and presenting yourself well to the camera is really important here. And there's Craig Mitchell again. So these are our special awards. Finally, I want to show the complete results. So this is what I was referring to earlier. This is the complete list of everything in the entire competition, every video, every competitor, with the judges' comments, with the link to the video, It's all there. So if you want your sheet, if you're a competitor, you go to the complete list of events and you go down, and well, you can read your comments right here in a text format. But if you want to download your comments, you can click right on the download comments. And what that does is that's going to give you a PDF of your comments that you can watch. So let's see what one of those looks like. Yeah. So there you go. That's what something like that looks like. You're getting a PDF that you can download. Again, it has your YouTube video link. It has the comments from the judge, and it's all there in this nice little format that you can print out. Great. So we're getting close, and I just want to say thank you again to all our competitors. If you got a prize, congratulations, fantastic. If you didn't get a prize, I want you to think about, I want you to give yourself a congratulations for doing it, for doing the competition. Not everybody can win, but everybody can have a meaningful experience that's inspiring, that gives you something to learn from that you can take and move forward. So trust me, I've been competing for a long time, and the higher you go up in the grades, the harder it is to get a prize. So you have to have, I think, a positive mindset, which is to get the best out of the competition. You want to give yourself credit for doing something that's really challenging. I want to thank our judges. Thank you so much for your comments and for participating in the masterclass and the new judges video commentary. Thank you to our sponsors, RG Hardy, congrats on your fantastic new pipes, and to the bagpipelessons.com inner circle. And to all of our friends and family and supporters and everybody who's watching and listening, thank you so much. We're musicians, we're performers. We can't do it without you. We need your support. We love your support. So if you're watching, press like, put a positive comment. Those things really do mean so much to us, especially when we're not getting the applause that we get when we play live, when we're doing stuff online. We love to get emails and Facebook messages and comments and likes and YouTube comments. So thank you very much. We will be doing another World Online Piping and Drumming Championships. I want to thank my drumming co-chair, James Laughlin. James helps run all the drumming. He's a 7-time world champion drummer who lives down in New Zealand. And James and I are putting plans together for a new competition in the fall. So stay tuned. Check out the bagpipelessons.com Facebook page. You can also go to bagpipelessons.com/competition, and that's where you can sign up for tomorrow's masterclass. It's also, you can sign up for our mailing list, and this is also where you'll see the results and where you get the information about our fall competition. Thanks very much for joining me. Congratulations to everybody who took part, and thank you. We'll see you next time. Mahalo.